$2.
You probably want like a 9 with a negative 12. But honestly,
Cool, roll up solar panels.
Yeah, so I know I'm going to
do you know where Port Alberni is? It's kind of like in the middle, like up on the west. It's not. It's like in the sound, but it comes up off the north coast, right?
All right. Good.
This is our daily driver. So you're gonna notice the weight of it, but about 1 to 2 miles per gallon.
Yeah, sun, allergies, tired. What's that?
I said a long week last week.
Yeah.
yeah, that's been on my mind. Follow that. Yeah, that seems like they really love their Sprinter babies.
Too expensive, I bet. I don't know what they cost, but I bet you they're expensive.
This model, we've got 3 sizes. This model, which is unique, a flagship, which is a 12-foot hexagon, and then we've got an XL, which is a 14-foot hexagon with a bay door. Okay, this is 12 foot, yeah. Yeah, feel free to do it.
Cool. Unique.
A lot of these at festivals. Yeah. Quite a few at Burning Man and some of the other festivals. You want to go check it out?
I'm okay, thanks.
You guys are tall. It'd be nice to see how roomy this is in here.
I guess we are going.
There you go.
The show special is $14.99 for this. It's the retail $16.99. I'm just gonna thanks, babe. But this is how you rise in the morning. Instead of all that sun blaring on you from like a single layer tent, you have this nice ambient, right? So there's actual blackout fabric in here, and it's insulated. And our fabric system is patented, and it blocks 99% of UVA and UVB. So the surface of the shift pod just doesn't get hot. So that's a big thing you're up against when you're camping, is that radiant heat. And because it's so airtight, as you see, we can actually air condition or heat it. It's got a nice zip in, zip out waterproof floor. And all of these welding lines are not stitched, it's ultrasonically welded. So it's just really reducing the amount of holes we have in it from stitching. And anywhere that we do stitch it, we use 3M brand weather tape. And we use top of the line Japan YKK zippers. You can't get better.
What's the setup time? That's the same question.
Okay, will you step over here for me? I'm going to use this wall. It's an integrated frame. We were the first to do it. And it's just a pop-up, so it's a 30, 60 second setup.
Wow.
Oh, wow. The more you get used to it, the faster it is. But, you know, when you set it up, it's in the bag, and you kind of hold it, you hug it like a person. And this, it looks like an umbrella that's been folded up, and you put the point down, and you kind of let it flower open. Then you walk around, pull a couple walls out, unzip a door, step in, push the rest of the walls up, push the roof up, and you're set up. And then when you strike it, you just walk around and push walls around, right? Then you kind of lean over and push the roof down, and then you scoop it up like a star. And the bag is brilliant. We finally got this right. When you open the bag, there are built-in straps that you kind of lay out. So you lay the shift pod in it, and then you cinch it so that it's a breeze to zip the zipper up.
What's the weight on that?
65 pounds.
For this size?
For this one. And then the mini is a 6.5 foot cube, and that weighs 34 pounds, and the bag is 54 inches.
I'm guessing all the setup and takedowns the same, regardless of size.
What's that?
Setup, takedowns the same,
Yeah, and
regardless
it's
of
much
size.
faster in the mini because it's like this little thing, and it's just
Just a few,
4 walls
yeah,
and a little
yeah.
roof, right? But yeah, it's all quick. It's all quick integrated. You never put it back together again.
Have you had warranty issues or anything? How long does this last?
You guys are welcome to come inside. Let's see how pretty it is in here. Oh, is this your daughter? Yeah, I'm gonna demo, so I'll have to say hi in a minute.
Okay. Okay. We'll come in a second.
We'll buy her place. Okay. Thanks, Connor.
Yeah.
We're 9 years in,
9
and
years.
tens of thousands of shift pods in the market. Each model had its own personality. Now that we've moved to this carbon fiber frame and our new proprietary hubs, we have not been able to do it. I don't know how people do it, but these can break. So what happens is, if you notice, there's a lot of flex right in this hub. It wants to, I call it dance. It wants to flex, and you want to give it the ability to do what it needs to do to get the wall in and out. I think what's happening is people are taking their flat palm because of this. It's intuitively makes you want to do that. We're going to change the shape.
Just put something really spiky
punch
right
it
there.
forward somehow, and they're snapping a ferrule.
Oh, wow.
Just take and put something really sharp right there, so when they push it.
Yeah, I know. We have literally all been in the office and like, okay, break it. We cannot break this damn thing. So anyway, if something does break, we are a family business. Our reputation precedes us. We replace stuff for you guys. We do offer like an extend warranty on it. It's like you get on your phone, like a bumper to bumper kind of warranty. It's like $150 for 3 years on it. And that's like if you fall off your car, if you drive over it, if you mildew it, those kind of things it would cover. But we're going to cover manufacturing. We don't cover zippers because they're not going to break unless you jerk them. They're just not. You can't. I mean, they're the best zippers money
You've
can buy.
used the system.
Yeah, because they're a larger tooth zipper. They just. I mean, these. I mean, you see how nice it zips. And this is a nice zipper, right? The fabric's getting it. But these are nice zippers. But if it starts to get a little gummed up or dirty, and you get frustrated and yank it, you're going to break teeth. So you're just going to maintain your zippers. You should be cleaning them annually anyway, and using like a dry graphite powder. They're not going to give you a problem.
Is this naturally rain resistant then?
So it's very water resistant, but we can't make it waterproof because it's legal, but it's fabric. And these corners, because there is so much movement in them, and there's so much stitching and components, we just can't get these waterproof.
Do you have a rain hood?
It comes with a beautiful reflective custom fit rain fly for it. Anywhere that we do have stitching holes, I think I've already told you, we use 3M brand weather tape on it. And if you're gonna leak, it's gonna leak in these corners, or it's gonna start filling up in here and give you some saturation down here. Yesterday it was cloudy. We thought it was gonna probably rain even last night. Weren't even worried about it. But any type of heavy or extended rain, you're gonna wanna put your fly on.
Yep.
How far does the fly come down?
Great question. So the fly has the built-in corners, and then once you kind of find out where it fits, it's a star point that probably is about, the stars are probably almost as long as this corner, and it has a tie line for it, and you just share the stake. So that way it gives you some air gap from the windows. Doesn't cover the doors, it covers the windows.
Okay.
But the nice thing about the zipper on the door is it has these flaps, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to protect the zipper.
And without the AC unit in there, when these are open, is it?
Well, you should go step over into that other unit because that one's just open with the hot sun today, and it's like hot. It's hot.
Reflective.
Yeah, you'll feel it. You'll feel it. The downside, if you want to call that, of being in an insulated tent, is that. Come on in.
What?
Hi.
Yeah. Wow. We're just standing here to cool
So,
off.
I'll talk to you. This is. So, because it's an insulated tent, if it's really hot out and your ambient air around you isn't cooler, you're going to let in hot air, and now you've put hot air in an insulated tent. So, on a super stagnant day, it's going to be hot in here. So, you want to make sure you always have the ability to circulate air. Part of the reason why we did the geodesic dome shape was for all kinds of options for any bit of breeze or airflow you can get. We also have these are vents, and they have opposing lower vents, so you can get convection going. Screens on the doors, screens on the windows. And for me, if I'm not ACing and I'm just out in this open sun, I bring a fan, like a battery operated fan, just to circulate the air out. I mean, we were in Santa Barbara for a festival, and it was like 100 degrees that day, and I took a nap at 1 o'clock with a fan.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I wasn't like chilly comfortable, but I slept for an hour and a half, and it was perfectly fine.
You said this one was 14.
The show special is $14.99.
And what's a smaller one?
$6.49.
Okay.
And we are doing free shipping today too, which is going to take about another 100 off of this one for the end of the show.
Cool.
And we ship out of Reno, and the power core. I love this feature. Down here, see the pouch down here underneath the AC? We have 2 locations. These are to put your power cords through, so you're not putting them through your tent door anymore. So they cinch off, so you don't have to worry about dust or bugs. And over all of our security, our vents and the power cords, there's a rain hood. So if you have your like extension cord connection there, it gives it protection from that.
It looks like the floor zips out.
The floor is zip in, zip out, and you can see that it's a pan style floor.
Yeah.
Also, too, we just changed it for the ShiftPod 3 Plus. We are waterproof on the floor. This connection point is ultrasonically welded now and not stitched. Burning Man last year, I don't know if everyone's familiar with it, but it rained and flooded. We're the founders of ShiftPod, and we were flooded. We're like, no one else got flooded but us. We have an XL and 2 of these tunneled and big poshy setup. And we had we love this Medea AC. This only takes 200 watts to run.
Really?
And it's freezing in here. We were telling everybody to put it through the zipper. Like you unzip the zipper because it's a U shape, and put the wall through that. But then it caused the floor not to be able to close up all the way. So like, oh, just throw a towel in there to keep the dust out. Well, all the big rain came, and we were kind of in a low spot on the lake bed. And he's like digging a French drain, trying to keep us from flooding, and the water came in through it. So we were traumatized from that. So we decided this year, not to, we're in the 3, but we were very reactive to the environment as owners. And so we decided, okay, well, let's go with a 3 Plus. And so we added the new waterproof floor, and we made this whole opening be able to open all the way and not just the 2 hoses to get the Medea off the ground.
Yeah.
And we did not raise the price when we added these 2 features.
Nice.
We absorbed the price. We really want to try to stay in that 1,500 range as much as possible, just to keep it accessible for everybody.
We're
We're
just
not.
a little aftermarket light here.
Yes, and our battery pack.
you did
We're
something.
losing all of our batteries now. It went dead, but it's called a Luminoodle. They're epic.
Huh.
But yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome.
We're 9 years into this, and we've got customers that still have their original ShiftPods, which are like our first version of fabric, and they are still rocking them. We're so proud of it. We are very comfortable telling people 15 to 20 years on a ShiftPod if you take care of it, based on what we know from that and the heavy use that those units get. I mean, there's really not a whole lot that can go wrong in this. We also beat California fire standards by 4 seconds. They require 7 seconds of like flame or low flame.
Yeah.
And we are 3 seconds and we don't flame. Like you could put a blowtorch on this. It'll melt it,
Yeah.
but it's not gonna flame and widen.
Awesome.
I'm really proud of that.
Yeah, that's huge.
It's huge.
How's it doing wind?
It can take as much wind as you can handle because of the geodesic dome shape, and because you're anchoring to this point. I mean, we 60, 70 miles an hour. I mean, 70 miles an hour is going to be pushing the ShiftPod in, but 50 miles an hour, 55, all night long, you're sleeping like a baby. And because it's insulated, you don't hear all the little noises. You don't have all the flapping of like a canvas or a single layer tent. And one of my favorite features is when the lights are on inside at night, you don't see your silhouettes. So for us women, really love that. You have total privacy in here, which also helps you conceal your gear. Too. So if you're taking off for the day to go hiking or whatever, you are feeling pretty good. We even include little locks for your doors, little combo locks for your zippers.
Nice. Very cool. Wow.
Could you see yourself in something like this?
Cool.
That would be nice.
Yeah, it's definitely another level of tent.
Did you think of you and Tice?
Pretty slick, huh?
Together.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for everything.
Yeah, you're welcome, guys.
It's
nice tent.
we won't get enough use out of it for $700.
We wouldn't get
No, not use out of it not right now for $700. If he's off by himself and wants to like go camping quite a bit and just wants a tent, that's the way to go. I mean,
Yeah,
look inside there.
I was thinking of like Aaron and Opal. Too.
Well, we can shiftpod.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's the name, so we could always send it to him. But that's good. That's a really cool tent, and I like it better than a dome tent. But it's also 10 times more than a dome tent,
Right.
6 times more. But if you're going a lot,
Yes.
and this is what you're doing, that is,
Say for Rebecca.
I mean, that is fantastic.
That would.
I mean, yeah, that's good for a family. I think for like 2 people, you could easily fit 2 people in there with stuff. That's pretty cool.
Presley thinks there's 45.
You think there's
No, you're right. What's that?
Letting Rebecca know right now about these.
We have a program for that. We're in the process.
So that's probably that folded up.
Yeah.
Wow.
So there's a lot there. What's that?
About the same size as an easy out, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so that one, that's the mini. So it's just not quite as bulky, not quite as long, folded up. Still really cool. So, really cool idea. I could see them doing, if they want to do something, I could see them doing either one of those. Twice as much, twice the size, headroom wise. Aaron probably still couldn't stand it. Well, you weren't too bad in there. You said room in there, didn't you, when you were in there?
What?
In there, headroom.
Oh, yeah.
I just know Aaron would be just a little bit
Aaron
taller.
would probably be in the center of the space.
Yeah, but I guess for them though, that'd be better than tenting what they do now.
Yeah.
So